Hey guys, and welcome to another Voyager update. Now, as we've kind of been watching all this news unfold, we've actually had a lot of really big legal statements that have come out, and basically a lot of just kind of not good news, I would say, for the upper executives when it comes to Voyager. Now, we actually have quite a bit of media attention as well, some like Yahoo articles we're going to go showcase up in this video, but as well, there's also some really cool stuff too, because I believe Ethos actually did go and launch up, or at least was planning to go and do an airdrop both for, it seems like, Voyager creditors, so anyone who's like an unsecured creditor like me, and probably you guys watched, I'm assuming if you guys see this up on Reddit or on, on YouTube, and as well anyone who's a VGX holder too as well. Now, I'm actually someone who was a VGX holder, so I'm going to highlight that, going to talk about the details, talk about maybe potentially the executives going to jail itself, and also some small changes on the actual FTX deal that seems like they're maybe in the works. So, a lot of stuff to go cover. If you guys like this type of stuff, make sure you guys leave a like or subscribe if you guys want to, and give me your thoughts and comments down below, or if you guys see this up on Reddit too as well, we'll love to get to go and talk to you guys about it. So, very first and foremost, kind of the biggest thing as well, because I think I put this up on Reddit too, because I saw the tweets and I've been following Shingo too as well, and with this, it seems pretty sick. So it seems like we actually do have a VGX and Voyager creditor basically like recovery airdrop coming on over here. So they have two different statements they did throughout these past few days, where in support of the VGX and Voyager creditor community, Ethos is planning a VGX recovery airdrop for their brand new Ethos 2.0 token. We were to build the Voyager platform, which I do believe they did have like a token swap back in the day to get the VGX tokens. So I think a lot of VGX holders actually are basically like prior Ethos holders too as well. If you guys were or involved with that, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm more so kind of familiar with this more on the VGX type side. So, the Voyager platform, I did that in Celsius. Like, that's kind of where I got caught up on those high interest rates were. At this point with the interest rates going up, I wish I would have just stayed in the bank, but I think a lot of you guys would probably agree with me on that one. So they basically said that there's now time for them to rebuild Ethos together, and then they had a nice little next upcoming message that was said, thank you so much for all the love on the VGX and Voyager community for our upcoming airdrop. There's been a few questions so far, and I can assure you that everything will be answered on November 1st. We'll have some spaces too as well, so if you're kind of curious to go and see how this all kind of plays on out. So big stuff when it comes to that. Now, some other little things to kind of go note and be on top of too when we kind of see a lot of these things is when it comes to the kind of the scary things is when it comes to a lot of these like securities boards and other things that are being tied on in. So basically, if you guys don't know, a lot of people like BlockFi, Celsius, and all of them involved had a little bit of a sketchy thing. And this is on regards to offering an unregistered security, and that's kind of why BlockFi had to pay like a huge fine. That's why Celsius got taken down. That's why Nexo can't operate in America. And as well, it looks like the Texas State Board of Securities, because I saw Shingo himself go tweet over here, saying that the Texas State Securities Board files an objection in Voyager bankruptcy case, alleging potential criminal liability with prison time. And they have a cases over here too as well. So with this, you guys can see they had some big stuff in terms of the unauthorized sale of securities is a third-degree felony. That's also a really big case too when it comes to Celsius as well, where Celsius for them were offering confirmed by like many different states such as California unauthorized sales of securities and securities programs. So basically, third-degree felonies are punishable by a term of imprisonment of not more than 10 years or less than 2 years, and may also be punished by a fine not exceeding $10,000 too as well. So basically, a person commits an offense if the person sells, offers for sale, or deals in any other manner of a security too as well, which in theory, a lot of places are assuming that the EARN program was potentially a security. There's also maybe a potential scrutiny when it comes to crypto coins too as well, but I think this is more focused on the security side because that's like, as I mentioned, what Celsius, BlockFi, Nexo, and all those other places have had issues with. Fraudulent conduct in connection with the offer or sale of securities that involves amounts over $100,000 is a first-degree felony. First-degree felonies are punishable by imprisonment for life or for any term of imprisonment of not more than 99 years or less than 5 years, and may additionally be punished by a fine not exceeding $10,000. Under Section 4007, a person commits an offense if the person directly or indirectly engages in a fraud or fraudulent practice, employs any device, scheme, or artifice to defraud, knowingly make an untrue statement of a material fact, or omit the state of a material fact necessarily in order to make a statements made in light of the lawyer talk, circumstances under which they are made, not misleading, or engage in any act, practice, or course of business that operates or will operate as a fraud or deceit on any person in the conduct and blah, 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 blah. Like, there's just this lawyer talk. But basically, there is now a chance for them to be also going to jail as well on top of these different statements as we go through this too, and you guys can see the actual objection on the Stretto document, which is in regards to the legal case. So very intriguing to kind of go and see this. Some other things to kind of note too in regards to the UCC investigation of Voyager 2 as well. As noted above, the UCC investigation revealed the committee believes, so basically like redacted, the committee believes that these causes of action, if pursued, can result in significant additional proceeds flowing to the debtors' estates, which would materially increase recoveries to the debtors' unsecured creditors. This is also a really big thing to note that it actually, like, if there was a case of fraud or in case of anything else involved with this, big higher-ups like Steve actually might be held a lot more accountable when it comes to their actions, and as well also mention it might increase recoveries to the debtors' unsecured creditors, which is, I believe, all of us. To appropriately evaluate the proposed releases in the second amended plan, the committee conducted its own extensive investigation of the debtors' pre-petition conduct. The findings are sobering, to go and say the least. And it kind of leads into this Yahoo Finance article, which kind of highlights and kind of requotes that too as well, saying that the bankrupt crypto lender Voyager Digital's plans to sell its assets to crypto exchange FTX US for $1.4 billion have so far gone relatively smoothly. But one major catch emerged on Wednesday. Voyager's executives have included sweeping legal immunity for themselves in the proposed sale agreement. So one very, very big thing to note is that for this, it does go to show that that's why they're trying their best to go back to this, where they're mentioning, as you guys can kind of see, like they want to try their best to be protected, and they want to make sure they're all good, they want to make sure they're all fine, and that's a big thing to note. They want to have this legal immunity too as well. Like they want to make sure they're not going to get sued, but this was as of like Wednesday/Thursday news that came out, and this is more recent news as of 2 hours ago as Shingo tweeted. So you guys can kind of go and see how this is like. It's kind of like the step-by-step, like they're like, hey, we know this is coming. Hey, if we want to sell Voyager, let us not go and deal with this like drama anymore. Let us get out of here. So basically in their partly redacted statement that we just showed you guys, Voyager's Unsecured Creditors Committee pushed back against the provision for broad releases that would shield the crypto lenders, directors, and officers, the individuals principally responsible for the debtors' financial woes, according to the filing from future lawsuits. In its current form, the sale agreement is contingent on the provision of legal immunity. Attorneys for the UCC describe a Hobson's choice for Voyager creditors to either support the sale agreement as is and have a chance at getting their money back faster. So basically they're saying like, hey, just let's go through with the FTX bid. Let's just not worry about it. But at the same time, that also like all the Voyager executives basically get off scot-free. While you're seeing stuff, say, from Texas that doesn't want to allow that. Or they can also try to go fight the plan and risk the bankruptcy process too, which might have more litigations and other things all tied on into as well. And that they're trying to kind of push both sides of it could maybe be good and get you more money back, or it could be bad and kind of maybe cost you the FTX deal, or as well keep you in court longer, which is eating up all those lawyer fees. So basically, as we mentioned too, a lot of these comments, other things they saw were apparently sobering, and sadly the details are still not currently available, and I wish they would be, but the attorneys argued that attempts to protect the executives from lawsuits were particularly egregious because of the potential for colorable and valuable causes of action against these directors and officers. The UCC objection urges the court overseeing Voyager's bankruptcy proceedings to reject the provision for legal immunity, but proceed with the sale agreement. Voyager filed for bankruptcy in July after the implosion of crypto hedge fund Three Arrows Capital 2 as well. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. One big thing is I do really enjoy the idea of the Ethos airdrop. I am a VGX holder, and as well I'm also a Voyager creditor, more so in Celsius though, but I definitely am also involved in Voyager. So seeing just a little extra stuff too as well, and a lot of people see Shingo in high regard. I like it. It's just bonus stuff. Let me know in the comment section down below, and as well, good luck to Steve. All I'm going to have to say. So give me your thoughts, subscribe if you guys want to, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place.